I think the real question is that, what do I see myself as now? Do I see myself in the cocoon, or do I see myself as the butterfly? Because this is still a trying and testing period.
What is your mindset? It's how you set your mind. You could choose to be a caterpillar for the rest of your life, but guess what, guys? No impact can be done in that period there.
I want you to fulfill your potential.
I want you to fulfill your potential too, bro.
I want you to fulfill your potential.
I want to
even
go
more,
more, bro.
Listen, and I want her to fulfill her potential too.
And you guys too.
If he or she can do it, then I can do it. That is dope. I want to do that too.
Impact, legacy, purpose. But you're a caterpillar now. You can't do that. What does that mean? Nature wants you to go out of the comfort zone so you can produce more of you. You see it, bro? It's a great question, man.
It's a very good question.
It's deep, man. It's deep.
Okay. Wow. Okay, hold on. No, you. Wait, so wait.
Fuck that.
Wait,
bro, you went deep, bro.
Change is a part of life. You can't get around it. It is literally, it's inevitable. Matter of fact, every single day there's change. The grass grows. Trees grow.
Your skin sheds.
Skin sheds.
Yeah.
Right? People change.
Come on.
Things change.
Come on.
And change is necessary. It's necessary. Like, you can't get life without change. So we're going to start off with a story. It's called the butterfly effect, right? We start off with 3 caterpillars. These caterpillars grew up together. Their mums knew each other. Sally, Jane, and Becky. I made those names up, but that was still their mums' names. They knew each other. They grew up with each other. They grew up in the same borough, in the same plot of land, right? And they'd known each other from primary school to secondary school to sixth form to college for some, to university, right? Now, these people, right, these caterpillars, they wanted to, they'd seen the butterflies flying around. They'd seen them flying around, but they didn't really think too much of it. And one day, one of the caterpillars became a butterfly, right? Or he went into his cocoon, then he became a butterfly. And he was flying around, visiting this plot of land, that plot of land. And then one day he came back to the plot of land. Like, he was freaking it regularly to see his mum, Becky. He came back to the plot of land, see Miss Becky. And and then he saw his friends. And his friend said, "You changed." And he said, "We're supposed to. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to evolve. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to be like that one butterfly that changed from a caterpillar to become that butterfly. He had to go through that cocoon period." And that's what we're going to be speaking about today, how necessary change is, because it's very similar to that analogy that we just shared.
So good, man. I love that there. And you know what? So one of my favorite lyrics in a song by Jacquees, right, is, "To change, you have to have a desire to." And I don't know why, but that verse, that line really stuck with me, bro, because change itself desires and requires a willful spirit. You can't change without a desire to. Many people wish upon a star to change. Yeah, when I do this, I'll change. But no, you need to will within yourself to be like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being the way I am. I want to change. And it links beautifully to what you're saying about the caterpillar, bro, because obviously this ain't a scientific thing, right? But let's assume the caterpillar, they're comfortable living the way they are. The caterpillar who went from a caterpillar to a butterfly now, he said to himself, "I've seen butterflies around me. I want more for myself." So guess what? He went through a season of discomfort to get to the promised land, and he's flying across all the plots of land. But guess what? He needed to have a desire to change before he got to that point of change. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes complete sense. And I feel like we get into that period or that kind of space of being so comfortable that we don't even want to change.
Woo, talking it.
Change looks like effort, bro.
Yeah.
You told me one story one time, very, very recently. So recently, matter of fact, I feel like it was maybe like 30 minutes ago or something like that. Potentially, I don't know.
Potentially.
And it was about how you ran into someone and you were speaking to this older lady, more mature woman, and she told you something about a dream. Do you want to share it with the people?
Yeah, man. So okay, cool. So I went a solo date yesterday.
What's a solo date?
I'm a big believer of solo dates. So solo dates, guys, is when you go out yourself, you treat yourself, spend time with yourself, you pamper yourself. Reason being, I don't believe you should wait for someone else to pamper you. Women, guy, anybody, go and look after yourself. But anyways, so I went on a solo date, looked after myself, whatever. And I saw one girl from my primary school, and I saw her mum and her dad, lovely people. And then we're just talking. You know me, I'm a deep guy. We're deep guys. It's purpose-led. What do you think? What do you think? So me and her are talking, right, the mum and myself, and we're all 4 of us are talking. So I'm leading the conversation. You know how it is, man. So I'm talking to the mum now, and then I said, "What do you do these days?" "Oh, I'm a teacher. Just pays the bills." I said, "Oh, pays the bills. Is this something you want to do?" And she's like, "Well,
don't sound like it.
Not really."
Yeah.
"Oh, well, mate, what do you want to do then?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I want to be a TV presenter, I said, "Okay, cool. So what's stopping you then?" And then she was making excuses. Like, first of all, she said to me, "Oh, well, my family. I need to look after them." I turned to the family and said, do you guys need her help still? They're like, no. And I was like, okay, so that's not.
Man good in front of the family. That's crazy.
They're like, no.
Yeah.
You don't need her help. Okay, cool. What's the other reason then? Well, it just I'm old. I said to her, well, I see people. I said, how old are you? Early 50s. People on the TV who are older than you.
What's his name? Sir Trevor McDonald? Is it Trevor McDonald?
Who's that?
Wasn't he like a TV presenter time ago? But he's much older. Is
Much
what I'm
older,
trying to say.
yeah.
Much older. Yeah.
I said to her, you're not that old then. Like, you're good. And then so she's like, oh, well, I'm not sure. I said, okay, cool. What's the real reason why you don't want to do this? And she said to me, I'll be honest with you, it is the school holidays. I'm a teacher. I love my 6 to 10 weeks holiday per year. So I said to her, all right, cool. So what's more important for you then, your comfort or your dreams? She said to me, her comfort is. So really truly right there. She just signed away her dreams just for comfort. And forever, for the rest of her life now, she'll just be living in comfort. But the thing is though, guys, I say that story, you might be laughing at her, you might be looking down at her, but many of us in our lives right now are like that. How many of you guys right now are moving like caterpillars when you ought to be butterflies? She ought to be a butterfly. She ought to be on TV. Or at least she ought to give herself a chance to make it happen. But guess what? Because of comfort, or because of made up excuses, such as her family and her age, she's given up on her dream when she really and truly, she shouldn't have given up on her dream so soon.
And I guarantee you, in 40 years, when I'm not going to predict the time of when anything.
Let's say the next 100 years.
The next 100 years, in a very far future, right? When she's maybe seeing her last days. We're all going to get there at some point. People grow up, right? When she's seeing her last days, she's going to say, oh, damn, I wish I tried it. Yeah. Like, I wish I at least went to an interview. I wish I at least, appeared on TV. And you know what? Gave it a go. And you know what? We say, oh yeah, that's her dream. She should follow it. Not everyone will follow their dream.
Okay. Yeah.
And people are comfortable in that. And that's okay for you being comfortable in not following your dream. Yeah. For you. But one thing I wish, I hope, I pray for you is that you follow your dream.
Come on.
Because that is how you become the full, that is how you fulfill your potential as a person. And the reason for you being here, right? You fulfilling your dream, fulfilling your potential, fulfilling your purpose. The reason that you are put on this earth. And people come, people go without doing that. I don't think that that's the way life should be, but that is my opinion. So, of course, that is completely fine for her. She's probably living a cool life. You know what I'm saying? Just looking after the family that don't need her help right now. You know what I'm saying? Like getting her 6 weeks of holiday. Yeah. But that's crazy because that 6 weeks, you said she signed her dream away for 6 weeks of holiday. Yeah. Her dream away for 6 weeks of holiday. And guess what? After those 6 weeks is done, she's going to have to go back to the job that she don't even like that. Yeah. That is crazy. And it's even crazier that you're grilling her for family.
Bro, but you know what? It was.
But I'm happy you did that though. Yeah. You know, I'm happy you did that.
Why?
Because now the family's like, yeah, why aren't you doing this? They might not even have known that about her. Maybe her daughter that you know from primary school might not have even known that about her mum. Yeah. Because people don't ask it. They look surprised.
They look surprised.
People don't ask these questions.
Yeah.
People do not ask these questions, right? And then now, what you might have done, you might have sparked something. Yeah. We haven't even talked about this yet, but you might have sparked something. Yeah. And this is important. This is why you do need to speak to people about this stuff. Like, what is your dream? Come on. Like, why is that your dream? Yeah. What are you doing to reach that? Yeah. You might have sparked something in her life, and you might have sparked something in the family's life. So now, Pops might say, the dad might say, oh, Helen, how's that dream coming along? Yeah. You still thinking of doing it? I mean, I could hold it down here. Like when you need to, if you want to do this, because ultimately people want you to be happy. Yeah. I'd hope.
Especially your partners.
I'd hope your partners want you to be happy.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah. Bro, do you know what's so powerful about that, bro? Like, as much as they don't need her help, right? And she wants to be a TV presenter, but she's not doing anything about it. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I asked her dad what he's doing. He's doing the same thing he was doing when I was in primary school. So probably, like, you know what they say, it's not us hating, but you know what they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, if he's doing the same thing after all these years, then she'll probably do the same thing too. Because obviously, as a man, he's probably like leading the family, whatever. So as he should. So really and truly, bro, she probably won't get out of that place of comfort. But I hope and I pray that what I said to her that day yesterday, at least spark something, bro. Because as you said, bro, we're not been put on this earth just to pay bills, live, laugh for a bit, cry a lot more, and then die. No, that's not what life's about. That's what life's about.
What a life. Man.
What a life.
I shouldn't be laughing. What a life. Man said, we're not here. Sorry, Rob said, we're not here to come here, pay bills, cry. Sorry, what's it? Laugh and cry a lot more.
Nah, but
That's deep.
some people's lives,
But
bro.
that's real.
Some people's lives, bro.
Dude, that's not what we're here
I'm
for.
not here for that.
I want you to fulfill your potential.
I want you to
I
fulfill your potential too, bro.
I want you to fulfill your
I
potential
want to
even
go
more.
more, bro.
Listen, and I want her to fulfill her potential too. And I
And-
want her
And you guys too.
to live a lit life.
Come on, man.
Word to the young people.
Yeah.
Live a lit life. I'm
No,
talking like I'm
100%,
59
but-
years old. But live a lit life, live a happy life. Yeah. Follow your dreams. Have some excitement in your life. Right? Because if you have the resources and the know-how, then why aren't you doing it? Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? Sorry. And that change is necessary in her life. The change that she would have to go through, or that period of time, the cocoon period,
Yeah.
in reference to the story at the start,
Yeah.
the cocoon period you have to go through, the interviewing, the preparation, that's also scary. That could also be another reason that she hasn't started.
Yeah.
Because she could be thinking, oh, then I'm gonna have to go into I'm gonna have to learn a new skill set, have to be ready in front of TV, have to always be prepared, won't get much time off. It will be like pretty,
Yeah.
intense, most likely. Obviously, if you're getting a TV presenter, it's probably gonna be quite
Yeah,
intense at the
definitely,
start.
definitely.
Definitely at the least, it's gonna be quite pretty intense. There's so many things. That's that cocoon period at the start. That's the startup, right?
Pruning period.
The pruning period.
Yeah.
The bit that will make you the TV presenter that you want to be.
Yeah.
The bit that will make you the engineer that you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
The bit that will make you the podcaster that you're supposed to be.
Come
The
on.
businessman that you're supposed to be.
Come on.
The C-suite executive you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And for some people, they don't want that.
Yeah.
But at least be honest with yourself. What do you want? What do you want? If you want something, who has told you that you can't get it?
Bro, you know what's so mad? I see life, bro. I saw this quote the other day, bro. We are all by nature abundant, bro. You know
What does
what-
that mean?
So we like. Let me like. I think it'll make sense when I land right.
Mm-hmm.
We are by nature all very abundant, bro.
Mm.
What stops us is our own limiting beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
We by nature are abundant. Like when you're born, your baby, you go anywhere, bro. Like you try to put your hand on the fire. You're walking upside down. You do all these things, bro. But then people around you stop you and try to don't do that, don't do like that. And then you realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't go this way. Maybe I shouldn't go that far. Maybe I shouldn't go to the edge. Maybe I should stop 10 meters beforehand.
Yeah.
But really, you could go to the edge and see a bit more about life, but you don't. And a lot of us, we put limited beliefs on ourselves, which is why we don't live to our capacity.
Yeah.
And linking back to the whole idea of the caterpillar and the butterfly now,
Uh-huh.
a lot of us should actually be turned into butterflies because of our fears, because of someone said to you, maybe your friend, maybe your mum said to you, no, you see how the butterflies are. They're selfish, they're rude, they're arrogant. You
They
see
think
what
they're better than
I'm going- they think
everyone.
they're better than. You see what I'm going here?
I see where you're going. They
They're
think they're
like-
better than everyone. They're
they're
flying above everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, let's stay as a caterpillar. You're cool here. You loved here. You know everyone around here. Just stay around here.
It's safe around
safe
here.
around here.
Yeah, your feet are on solid ground.
Yeah. But then when you let go of those beliefs from your friends, your peers, you understand. Hold on,
Family as well.
family too. You understand.
Mm.
Hold on. Perhaps if I give myself a chance. And remember, you've been born to be abundant. I believe that. I'm a big believer in that. I don't believe we're born to be limited. No one. So once you understand that concept, wow, I'm not on this earth just to be here. I'm here to add value. I'm here to be abundant. Then you say to yourself, you know what? If I'm meant to be abundant, let me go through the season of pruning. Let me go through the season of going through and turning from a caterpillar to a chrysalis to a butterfly. But you can't go through that period without you understanding your own self that you're abundant.
Is it chrysalis or chrysalis?
I think it's chrysalis.
Chrysalis,
I think
right.
it's chrysalis still.
Wait, is the chrysalis the part before the cocoon?
It's just the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's the same
Okay.
thing. Yeah, it's the same
Okay.
thing, yeah.
That's crazy. It's
yeah,
true though.
yeah.
It's true. And I one thing you said threw me off though. You said walking upside down. I said, when were you doing that as a baby?
I know what I'm saying.
Bro,
there.
you completely threw me off there. I know what you're talking about though,
Yeah.
like walking like hands and knees or whatever.
Yeah, just do
Yeah, but just do whatever because the world is limitless for you.
yeah.
There's endless potential,
Mm-hmm.
but then people kill that childlike potential because they bring them to reality. They bring them to the real world. Like, oh yeah, you can't do that. They introduce the can'ts. Or you shouldn't do that. Don't touch that. Don't do this. And I'm not saying to let your child run rampant. That's not what I'm saying at all. But get back that childlike interest. Get back that childlike limitlessness.
Come on, bro.
Get it back.
Come on.
Yeah, because you had it at some point. Get it back. Bring it back. Because you need that to actually experience what life is supposed to be like. And we're not here saying that we've unlocked life, that we know everything there is to know about life. All we know is that we're following a path made for us, right?
Yeah, bro.
And we're following a path that's going to allow us to turn into butterflies.
That's it.
We're
Talk
going
about
through the
more-
cocoon period.
Let's talk about more. I want you to talk a bit more about the butterfly, bro.
The butterfly,
Yes,
what about it?
please. There's the season from going from caterpillar to a butterfly, bro.
Mm.
Like, talk to me about that, like in your own life.
In my own life.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. for a spinner at me.
Yeah.
In my own life, going from a caterpillar to
I mean, I've got an example for you, but
I want to hear your example. But I feel like in my life,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel personally, I do know. I need to stop saying I don't know because I do know.
you do know.
You know what I'm saying? And people say I don't know, but they really do know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people know the answers, but sorry, that's another topic. for
Yeah,
another
yeah,
day.
yeah.
This
Language.
is how we just talk, man. This is how we talk.
Yeah.
But in my life,
Mm.
I feel like I'm constantly in a cocoon.
Oh.
So I was a caterpillar before,
Okay.
and I've been in a cocoon since like. Oh, what I say? I don't know because it's like, you know, when you're doing your thing,
Yeah.
and maybe other people might determine you're successful,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't say I'm there yet.
So okay, when do you ever? Okay,
But then when do you reach there? When do you become the butterfly?
yeah. I was gonna ask you.
So should I see myself as the butterfly? Like, I think the real question is like, what do I see myself as now? Do I see myself in a cocoon,
Yeah.
or do I see myself as the butterfly? Because this is still a trying and testing period, and I feel like our whole life is a trying and testing period. But I do remember the time when I was a caterpillar, and that was before lockdown, before everything changed for us. But then now,
It's a great question. This is a great question, man.
it's a very good question.
It's deep, man. It's
What-
deep.
Okay, wow. Okay, hold on. No, you. Wait. So wait,
But
Wait,
bro,
what-
you went deep, bro. Yeah, go
what
on.
were you gonna say for me?
I want to talk about your business, bro. in terms
Okay.
of, like, so the question was when have you gone from a caterpillar to a butterfly?
Mm,
I would say caterpillar, Sainsbury's days,
yeah,
comfortable,
yeah.
living, as you said, PS4, living just calm. The chrysalis point or the cocoon parts when you realize, hold on, I need more for myself.
Mm,
You're learning new skills, you understand the business more.
mhm.
Obviously, also, you always had a business understanding, business
Yeah.
IQ, but you're going through that pruning period of understanding business more. And then here we are today. And then the question which you said is very important: Are you in a butterfly? Are you in a cocoon space or the butterfly space?
Mm.
My question is, my answer to that is a bit of both.
Mm.
I think
So
a bit-
what, man got one wing out.
a bit, yeah,
Just
yeah.
one wing out. That's
No, but
crazy.
I feel like because your butterfly, maybe your butterfly in terms of your environment. So maybe in terms of some people, you're the butterfly, but you got a new environment now. Now you're back to being a cocoon. You see what I'm saying?
Or maybe you're about to be in a caterpillar.
Nah, you can't be a
In
caterpillar
a,
again.
I think in a new environment you could be a caterpillar
Nah.
because you're at that floor level in that new environment. So from a,
Okay.
but how did that just wow? Hold on, that just spins me. But anyway, okay, forget a new environment. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just
yeah.
think about where we are right now.
Yeah.
So right now, I would say in some aspects, here's the answer. I would say in some aspects I'm a butterfly,
Okay.
and I would say in some aspects I'm in the cocoon.
Okay.
Because there's certain parts of my mind that are freed now. I'm like the butterfly. I'm floating around and I see things completely different to how I saw them before. I've been through the tried and tested periods that have got me to where I am now. And those tried and testing periods are the cocoon stage. And I think the same for you as well. I feel like you go through seasons of life where you're the caterpillar, then you're the in the cocoon, then you're the butterfly.
Question then. So what's a caterpillar then? What does that mean? Because I know the cocoon, I know the butterfly part. What does the caterpillar bit mean to you?
Caterpillar bit means
By the way, I hope you guys are flowing with us. bro.
yeah. I hope you are because we're flowing.
Yeah, we're
we're
flowing.
right there. We're right here. Caterpillar to me means you're at the start.
Okay.
You're at the beginning of the journey. But some people don't get to the end of the journey. They're only at the beginning of the journey.
Okay.
Like they only go to like, oh yeah,
Okay.
am I gonna change? Nah.
Yeah.
Am I gonna change? Nah. And they
Mm.
stay in that caterpillar stage.
Yeah.
But I think there's so many different parts of life which have their own caterpillar,
Yeah.
cocoon, and butterfly stages.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Okay,
saying? So like
okay.
the caterpillar stage for your physical appearance,
Yeah.
right? Going to the gym, for example.
Yeah.
So caterpillar stage for me was when I was extremely skinny.
Yeah.
Like, it's just scarily skinny.
Yeah.
And then I got to the cocoon stage when I started going to the gym or this, that, and the other. But even still, because it's like, when do you go from cocoon to butterfly? Because we're constantly improving.
Ooh, I thought of something. Okay, cool. If the caterpillar part is the beginning bit,
Mm.
and then the cocoon part is like you building the habits and you pruning yourself of the habits which aren't useful to you.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the butterfly part is where you're doing things on autopilot. So, for example, rather than you going to the gym and force yourself to go to the gym, you're just going because it's part of the discipline now. I think that's when you come to butterfly, bro. Is it, bro? I think that's when you come to butterfly.
Sorry,
When
just for
you-
audio listeners, I shook his hand. That was very good.
I think you come butterfly, right?
Yeah.
When you start to do things on autopilot. It's not like, because remember, the caterpillar part, the cocoon part of your journey is always when you're being tried and tested the most.
Mm.
Because what's going on really inside is that you're dying to self. You're dying to yourself. You want to stay in bed, you're dying to that. You want to eat that extra food, you're dying to that. That's the pruning period.
What does that mean, dying to yourself?
So dying to yourself means dying to. By nature, we all want to be comfortable.
Mhm.
I believe every single person wants to be comfortable, but nothing great comes with comfort. The person who made the plane, he could be comfortable, but he wanted more for life. So what do? You start making. He made a plane, and now we're flying easily from parts of the world. You're going.
He had a vision.
He had a vision.
He had a vision that multiple. First, he probably had a vision. He probably had a vision that multiple people can fly in the sky. Something that are you deep in how crazy your vision has to be?
Yeah.
Something that has never been done before.
Never seen before.
Never seen before. But he said, I don't like walking no more.
Yeah.
I want to fly.
I don't like taking a boat.
I don't like taking the boats. It's long.
Yeah.
I want to fly over the water instead. Be much quicker.
Yeah.
He had that vision and he fulfilled it.
Whew.
And he fulfilled it.
Whew.
And that's literally the literal human way of being a caterpillar on the ground
Yeah.
and then going into a butterfly.
Yeah.
And then the cocoon period was him just building the different planes that didn't work.
Guys, don't sleep on this right now, because you see this whole analogy of the caterpillar, cocoon, and butterfly. It's your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
What you set your mind towards. I always say all the time, right? We say all the time. What is your mindset? Is how you set your mind. You could choose to be a caterpillar for the rest of your life, but guess what, guys? No impact can be done in that period there. In fact, that's not true. You actually may be able to impact a couple of people, but it's like the blind leading the blind. You see what I'm saying?
In
the blind leading the blind.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Whew.
JJ told me that. I remember from
That's
years
good.
ago. Yeah, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
Wait, do you know what that means in this context?
so if everyone's blind, you got one eye. At least you can guide them a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
But guess what? The butterfly's got two,
He's got two eyes.
and he's got the bird's eye view as well.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's more than one eye.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you guys is the caterpillar, the cocoon, and the butterfly is all a product of the mindset. And what is mindset? Is how you set your mind. So you have to be intentional and choose and say to yourself, like the song says, to change, you need to have a desire to. You need to desire within your heart to say to yourself, you know what, I'm done being comfortable. I'm done living in my zone. I'm done being comfortable. You have to make the decision to yourself, and we can't force you, but we implore you, we ask you, we plead for you to do that, because we've done it in our lives. We've gone through that season of caterpillars and cocoons and butterflies, and we're still going through it too.
Mm-hmm.
But because we've been through it beforehand, we understand we can get through it again. And we want to encourage you to take the same leap of faith in your own life and actually go beyond the zone of comfort to actually become that butterfly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have been through that. I think what it is, the going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, it happens in so many parts of our life.
Yeah.
As I just said, with a physical, as I said, with a plane,
Yeah.
so many different parts of your life you can be a caterpillar and you could be a butterfly as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there is a main overarching caterpillar to butterfly moment in your life, or caterpillar to butterfly journey in your life, and that's your purpose and your potential in fulfilling that, right? Or even following your purpose, right? So it's like the caterpillar is like life before purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and then the cocoon period is finding that,
The testing period.
the testing period,
yeah.
finding that, is that really my purpose? Is that really
Yeah.
what I'm supposed to be doing here?
Good.
And then the butterfly period is living in that,
Walking in it.
walking in it,
Can I talk on this?
flying in it,
Ooh.
flapping them wings in it.
Ooh. That's good.
I need to bring these chairs closer together,
me
man.
too, me too.
But talking it, man. Yeah, talking it, bro. Flow.
So earlier on, basically, this episode here, we did our episode, we were flowing, but my mic was down. But anyway, don't worry about that. What John said is so important, right? Because before you pre-purpose is caterpillar life, it's like you're just living your zone of comfort. But butterfly life is you walking in purpose, and you're probably thinking, and this is the $1 million question. In fact, I think this is a $1 billion question, because your purpose is actually limitless or infinite. So really and truly, whatever money you put your purpose is more than that. But anyways, so what is purpose? How do you find your purpose? You find it like this. This is how I see. You have your skills, and then you have your burdens. And you're probably thinking, what's a burden? A burden is something on this earth which you want to fix. I'll give you an example of myself. Most of my skill sets, I'm a good communicator. I'm very interpersonal. I'm charismatic. I can speak well. What are my burdens? My burden is I hate how people limit themselves from speaking because they're scared that people, or they're scared of how people will judge them. So I realized, okay, this is my skill sets, and these are the burdens. How can I best serve people? And the key word is serving. Why do I say that? Because we've been put on earth to serve people. Once I married up my skill sets and then my burdens and the burdens on this earth, I realized, guess what? Watch this. Purpose. I realized purpose. So guys, in order to go from the caterpillar to the butterfly, ask yourself and do a brain dump, as John always talks about.
Mm-hmm.
What are my skill sets and what are my burdens?
Mm.
What do I want to fix on this earth? Once you understand those two things there, you marry them up together and you find a middle ground, and that's where you go with your purpose. And then along the journey of finding purpose, of walking in purpose, there's going to be some trials and tests. I'm a big believer in this. I believe life comes to test you, God, life, whatever you believe in, to show you how much you really want it.
Mm.
And that's the point where you're in a cocoon. You say you want to do this, right? Are you sure? Are you really about this?
That's what it is.
Are you really about this?
That's what it is. That's it. You sure you want to do
Are
this?
you sure?
That's literally the question.
Literally.
Whenever you're tested, it's like, you sure about this?
You said it.
Yeah.
You're going to stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be committed to your own goals? You get through that bit there, guess what? Then you start to fly like a butterfly.
Mm. And flap their wings.
Flap their wings, man.
That is serious. And the thing is with butterflies is, you got something.
Oh my gosh.
You just clocked something. That's what happens when you clock something. Go on, bro. Talk to them.
Bro, a butterfly
Yeah.
is outwardly beautiful.
Mm.
And guess what? When you look outwardly beautiful, people are attracted to you. And they're thinking,
Mhm.
how did you get to where you are? You
Mhm.
tell them, look, this is my purpose. This is how I was able to find my purpose. You do the same thing, you get to exactly where I am now.
This is the cocoon I was in.
Woo.
This is the cocoon I was in. Look over there. That's the cocoon I was in.
What am I looking at?
This guy's fully looking. No, I'm saying as the butterfly.
Yes.
Yeah, he was saying, look over there. That's the cocoon I was
Or
in.
the caterpillar.
Or the look.
Yeah.
I was one. Look, that's Jerry. Remember Jerry? Yeah, that's Jerry, man.
We grew up together, man.
We grew up together. But and hey, big up Jerry. But I'm here, and then Jerry might be looking up like, wow. He's changed, man. Remember, he's changed. But then that's the difference. There's a difference between two people who say he's changed.
It's good, man.
How has he changed?
Mm.
Are you saying, okay, this person, let's say, for example, let's put it into real world and humans, right? Bless you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Let's put it into real world human terms.
Mm.
So you look at someone, we're into business, right? Entrepreneurs. You look at someone and they're doing extremely well in their business. They're making a good amount of money. They're flying out all the time. They're flying.
Yeah, that's
Is
good.
it?
That's good.
Flying out all the time. They're doing what they need to do. Like, and what they're doing seems like it's working. You can either look at that in a way of, damn, should have been me, not him.
Damn.
Or
Mindset.
you can look at it like, damn, if he or she can do it, then I can do it. That is dope. I want to do that too. That looks lit. Yeah, absolutely. Word to the young people. That looks lit. Yeah.
That's good.
Why do I keep saying like I'm some 50-year-old guy? But it looks crazy. It looks amazing. I want to do this too.
Come on.
Those are the two perspectives of which you could look at. So the Jerry down there, he could be looking up at the butterfly and saying those one of two things. So you as a caterpillar right now, yeah, if you're in your caterpillar period, in whatever stage of your life, you look at the other people who are excelling in that field and in that stage of their life, and you say, I like that. I want that. That could be me. Let me make it me. Then you go into your own cocoon. You already know what you need to do to get into the cocoon. You already know what you're going to go through. Or you might not even know what you're going to go through. And that might be actually what's stopping you from getting to the cocoon. But you need to understand that going through that cocoon, you're going to get to be that butterfly. You're going to have the beautiful colors. You're going to be you're going to have wings. You're going to be able to fly to different places and experience different things. Because if you think about it, caterpillars are limited to the ground. They keep walking on the ground. They have to get places on the ground. But butterflies are able to fly. They're able to fly up high in a tree. They're able to fly into another plot of land. They're able to fly anywhere that they want to fly.
Ooh.
Talk to me, because Rob just got something.
Bro, I was doing some research earlier on, right? You know, caterpillars can't breed.
They can't breed.
They can't breed. Butterflies can. So guess
Wow.
what? When you're a butterfly, you go out that zone of comfort to then be this comfortable. We go out the zone of comfort to grow. Guess what? Now you can reproduce.
You can have impact.
You have impact, legacy, purpose, legacy. Like the zone of when you're a caterpillar now, you can't do that. So what does that mean? Nature wants you to go out the comfort zone so you can produce more of you. You see it, bro?
Are you dumb?
Are you crazy?
Yeah. I'm same.
Not pay, man.
I'm same, my brother.
Like, yeah, I don't want to go too much deep on that.
But that's deep.
Yeah, it's deep, bro.
That's deep because I saw that too.
Yeah.
I was just trying to correlate, but then you correlated it perfectly.
Yeah.
Because if they can't produce, it's like them producing is just us having impact as a butterfly. But you can't have impact and be your butterfly and be the free self, like the person you're supposed to be, fulfill your potential if you don't become that butterfly. If you don't go through that testing period, not chest, it's not chest day. If you don't go through that testing period, which is the cocoon, because what is necessary? Change.
Oof.
It's necessary for you to create impact on this world, to leave your mark, and to actually make a change in your life and in the life of other people.
That's so good.
And as you were saying previously in a different episode, or maybe when we were speaking some other time, maybe half an hour ago, I don't know, when the recording flopped. But when you were speaking, of course, how change is necessary, and it is selfish for us not to go through that cocoon period.
Yeah.
And it is so selfish for us to not go, because then you can't show your mum what it's like to be a butterfly. Then you can't show your dad what it's like to be a butterfly. You can't show your brethren Tony, or what's his name, Jerry. You can't show Jerry or Tom. You can't show any of them. If you clock that, you know what I mean.
So
if you can't show any of them what it's like to be a butterfly. You can't, because you're not one.
I just did what you just did there, bro. My gosh, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
You can't tell these people what it's like to be one, because you're not one. Sponsor us, whoever is the right center man. Sponsor us, innit? You can't. Oh, I should have done Ben and Jerry's.
I thought you said Ben and Jerry.
I said Tom and Jerry.
Oh.
I want a Cartoon Network to sponsor us, man.
I thought you said Ben. I thought you said Ben.
Ben and Jerry's, that would have been much better.
Yeah, I thought you said Ben and Jerry. I just said, I thought you said, oh, you just said Ben, innit? Sorry, bro, you're flowing, man.
But anyway, Tom, Ben and Jerry, yeah. Sponsor us. They're all down there, but you can't show them how to be a butterfly or what it's like being a butterfly. You can't tell them about being a butterfly and fulfilling their potential if you don't become that yourself. So you need to do it yourself. You need to go through that cocoon period so you can show others. Yeah. So you can go to, and one thing you said as well, which was deep, you can go to other bits of land further than the caterpillar can go, and inspire them. Lay your eggs there.
Man, I'm shaking my head. People on audio can't see this. I'm just John just spit. I'm just shaking my head. Not because I'm disagreeing with him, but because I'm just like, wow. Like, if you guys are hearing this right now, you guys have internet, which means you have access to limitless bits of information. Guys, please, if your parents couldn't do it, because your parents might have just come from another country, so they were in survival mode. You are here. You're based here. You have an opportunity. You have an obligation now to learn things so your parents can grow. And it's not. They might not have to come from another country. Maybe they're just stuck in their mind. But you have opportunity right now in the 21st century to learn things, to learn skills, to then go back to impact your parents. Now, that's an amazing privilege. But guess what? It requires discomfort. Growth requires discomfort. I used to believe that success loves speed. I don't believe that no more. I believe success requires strong foundations before quick expansion. I'll say that again. I believe success requires strong foundations before quick expansion. Take the time to make those steady foundations, and I promise you, you will grow the pace you need to grow. Before we go, because we've been speaking for a minute now, let's give them some quick fire tips and gems on how to be a butterfly. How to be a butterfly in a caterpillar world. That's good.
That sounds like a LinkedIn post.
It doesn't it? It actually does. Yeah. But yeah, let's give them 3 tips on how to be a butterfly in a caterpillar world. I believe the first thing in terms of how to be a butterfly in a caterpillar world is, just like the song says, action it in your heart to desire to be desire in your heart to change. To change, you must have a desire to. So desire in your heart that you want someone more for yourself. Desire in your heart that you want to be a butterfly. Desire in your heart you don't want to be in the same area for the rest of your life. Yes, you come from the blocks, but you don't have to live there forever. Yes, you come from a family where everyone just lives and rents, and nothing wrong with rent, by the way, but lives paycheck to paycheck. But you want more for yourself. So walk in your heart that you want more for yourself, and once you do that, now you've got the mindset in the right place. As we always say, what is the mindset? It's how you set your mind. So to change, you must have a desire to. So step 1 in terms of how to be a butterfly in a caterpillar world, will in your heart that you want more for yourself.
Chill with the butterflies. That's step 2. Chill with the butterflies. Because when you're chilling with the butterflies, the butterflies are going to tell you the stories about being a butterfly. What it's like to be a butterfly, where they've traveled to, where they've been, what they've done, who they've seen, who they've impacted.
Come on.
How many lives they've impacted.
Good.
You see it?
It's good.
Do you see it?
I do see it.
Amazing. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. But yeah, so they're going to be able to tell you all these different things, right? About where they've been, what they've done, and all this and all that. That's step number 2.
Step number 3 in terms of how to be a butterfly in a caterpillar world is to focus on the controllables and leave the uncontrollables alone. Now, how's that link back together? You're probably thinking that links back together because there's gonna be people in life, there's gonna be things in life which are gonna try and stop you and slow you down from turning into the butterfly, which you ought to be, which we all ought to be. But guess what? If you continue to focus on uncontrollables, you will never turn to the butterfly. So what I'm saying to you is double down the things that you can control, because trust me, there's a reason why you've been deposited those gifts. Focus on the things you can control. And I promise you, you're persistent, you're consistent, you trust the process. I promise you, and we're a testament to that, you'll turn to that butterfly. And we're still on the journey too, but we can testify that to you. Control and work on and focus on the controllables. Leave the uncontrollables to someone else. Guys, have an amazing day. I hope and I pray that it's blessed you, because I can't lie, I've been blessed. Have you been blessed?
I've always been blessed, man. Whenever we speak, man, I'm blessed.
Amen. Same way, man. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for your time.
And before you leave,
Yes.
make sure you like, you subscribe,
Yes.
and you follow the podcast page on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Leave a review and leave a comment.
And share with your people too, actually.
And share with your people. That's the most important thing. Matter of fact, share with one person you think this is going to help.
Yes.
Matter of fact, yeah, share this with one person you think this is going to help.
Yeah, but guys, have an amazing day. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Let's go.
See you later.